Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Las Vegas, Nevada, the Darling Tennis Center, where we are on championship court watching the mixed doubles gold medal match this morning. I am your favorite broadcaster, Tyson Apostle, here with everyone's second favorite broadcaster, Thomas Shields. Thomas, how you doing this morning?
We're starting off with the misinformation, are we, Tyson? I'm doing all right. I'm excited to watch these matches. We've got a really awesome one here between Riley Newman and Lindsey Newman as they take on Jay Devilliers.
The Osmonds of pickleball.
And Jessie Irvine.
Yep, Jay Devilliers and Jessie Irvine. This should be a fantastic match. Lots of action here. All four of these players are animated and athletic, and it should be a lot of fast pace. Yesterday, I had you choose a team who your favorite to win was.
Yep.
And you failed miserably. And
yes.
So do you want to curse one of these teams today by picking a favorite, or should we just let it play out without your input?
I want a second chance at glory here.
Okay.
But this time I'm going to incorporate a little bit of data, research, and
Moneyball
analysis.
Yeah, I like it. Moneyball in it.
I'm going to Brooks Wiley from the Duper team, and he has sent me the forecast of who their algorithm says is most likely to win, and that is Jessie and Jay with a 51% chance.
Wow.
So
It's
very
almost
slim margin.
Very slim. And here we go. Let's get into it. It's nice and cool this morning. A little bit of wind swirling around, but not too bad here in the stadium. And this is first team to win 3 games, so best of 5.
And a great point right off the bat. You could see that the two ladies here were just going heads up right at each other.
These championship matches have passive line judges, so if a player thinks...
Ooh. And right off the bat, Lindsey does what she's likely to do a few times this match, which is finish the point with an Ernie. To their playing style, sometimes Lindsey will legitimately just stand off the side of the court, and Riley will play right in the middle. And they just they try and set up their opponents to walk right into their trap, which is Lindsey finishing the point with an Ernie.
And for those that are new to pickleball, as long as you don't stand in that kitchen box, you can stand out of bounds as close to the net as you want to hit the ball. If
0-1-1. So both of these teams are pretty experienced playing together. Riley and Lindsey have been quite successful and are widely regarded as one of the dominant mixed doubles teams in pickleball. Jessie and Jay have played together quite a bit, especially lately. They were in the finals together in Dallas at the Texas Open. They dropped that one to Tyson McGuffin and Callie Smith. And in Orlando at the PPA Orlando Cup, they were actually runners-up to Riley Newman. But at that time, he was partnered with Catherine Parento, who will be playing later today in the women's doubles final alongside Jessie Irvine.
And how are these teams, how do these pros choose their partners? What is the method? Are the sponsors determining that? Is it themselves, a little bit of both?
I think it's 100% themselves. These days, in order to get a good partner, you have to have a strong resume.
Yeah. And some synergy together.
Yeah. That's
sometimes players just don't work out together, and that's just just out. Lindsey is known as one of the best defenders, I think, on the circuit. Quick paddle.
So the score. Okay, there we go. Second serve here for Devilliers and Irvine. And as you can see, Lindsey was getting ready to assume the position off the side of the kitchen there. And even her just standing there it serves as a distraction.
Yeah, it's intimidating.
And it makes Jessie and Jay have to adjust their shots, do a little bit of thinking. Nothing straightforward. A great chase down and an amazing. And a great point there. And they really had to fight for that one. But that's what the Newmans are known for, phenomenal defense. So Jessie and Jay might have to win these points a couple times to win it once, if that makes sense.
Ooh, great pickup by Riley.
The athleticism there on display.
Incredible.
Look at the way he just...
Little replay there.
So while Jay looks like he could be a small forward in the NBA, it's Riley Newman who actually comes from a basketball background. Played Division I
I was thinking
college
more
basketball.
I was thinking more of a supermodel for Jay versus
yeah.
you know, a college basketball
That could
player.
work too. You could give him some pointers on that, couldn't you, Tyson?
Yeah, I sure could. Jessie and Jay stacking. You saw the signal there from Jay earlier with the open hand behind his back. Ooh, right on the line there. Little replay.
I don't even know what to call that shot. We'll just call it good.
Yeah, okay.
Just call it something I can't do.
I can do it, but not on purpose. Ooh.
So that entire point happened on the right side of the court. Well, the right side from our perspective, but on one side of the court for the Newman.
Stage right.
Thank you. Is that Hollywood background of yours?
Yes.
But that's a dynamic that the Newmans create, and that's a dynamic that they tend to thrive in. I'm sure they'd prefer that the opponents play the ball to Riley more often, but I don't think they mind that Riley gets to assume more of the court and Lindsey gets to get in her comfortable Ernie position. So we've seen a few unforced errors here today already.
Some of that
early
could be
here in
nerves.
Las Vegas. Yep.
Yeah, it's early. They've had a long weekend, and the wind is swirling around a little bit, which you do have to adjust for. The ball is light like a wiffle ball, so the wind does have quite an effect on it, or can.
You know what else is swirling?
Wow. Your head at how fortunate you are.
We got to watch this point. Oh, and just out.
If these points are indicative of the entire day, we are in for some amazing.
I would have to agree with you there. Little inside out from Jay.
No, I reset. I didn't reset. Video. I want the video. Because I need an extra.
And we have a video challenge.
Can I have the video?
The ref is declining.
Okay, So Jay wanted to challenge a video challenge, but the refs saw it.
We're getting word here from our.
So the video challenge, you can only do line calls in or out. You don't have the kitchen or any of the other lines in play. So if you think it's in and they have called out, you can challenge. Or if you think it's out and they've called in, you can challenge. But that is it.
First gold medal match of the day. And we will be giving away tons of free PPA swag. And yeah.
Oh, yeah!
Bad hair day?
Bomb me in. We're supposed to act?
Let's do it again, acting this time.
It's the hardest part of all the commercials I've ever done. We got it. Most challenging role of my career.
I felt like I had to always.
Welcome back from our jigsaw hydration break, and the score is 5-4 Newman's with Newman's service.
Oh, you sounded so professional there with Newman's service.
Sometimes I do. Few and far between, but once in a while I'll be professional.
Watch how Lindsey, as soon as the hands battles start, she takes a pretty decent-sized step back from the kitchen line to give herself more time to react. And take bigger swings at the ball, too.
Great reset there by Lindsey.
You see where she's standing on the court. Whereas Riley's right up there.
Ooh. Another great rally. Fun replay there.
And Jessie
with the
wisely redirects to the open court. Not an easy shot. So as the matches roll on, those dink rallies will get longer and longer as players start to settle in, get warmed up, and get in a rhythm. Ooh. And Jay really just dominating that point. Started it off giving the Newmans a taste of their own medicine with an Ernie. And then he was just all over the place.
Ooh. Jay incorporating that spin serve that we've seen ever popular.
We don't see it often from him, though.
Never, yeah, I've never seen it from him. That's interesting.
But so Devilliers loves to get aggressive, poach, go to all the way to the other side of the court. And the Newmans allow him to get away with that all day. And he gets comfortable attacking. He's going to be tough to stop. As we saw in Dallas against Tyson McGuffin and Callie Smith, part of their strategy was to go right at Jay as opposed to going right at Jessie, and it really forced Jay to have to stay home, and he couldn't get as aggressive, and it really threw off his game.
The wind's picking up here a little bit. You can see the signage moving around, and that will cause some adjustment by all the players down there. And that's part of the game. Sometimes are the elements.
Yesterday it was the heat. Today it is the wind. Oh. Riley tries to send it up the line. A little over ambitious, and that goes wide. Jay lets that one run.
Shout out to some of our referees down there on the court. We have our lead ref, Vicky Ryan, down there with Alan Roman. Randy Lewinbaum is our video ref, and tracking ref is Karen Sabota. Some of the best refs in the country, making sure to get everything right at this highest level of pickleball.
And once again, Riley gets pretty aggressive, poaching, taking one from Lindsey, sends it to Jessie, and Jessie again wisely redirects that ball into the open court. And it's really tough to do, especially at that pace. But that's why Jessie's here in this match. She's a pro. She's one of the best ones there is.
And it looks like when Riley is crossing over like that, he's pretty much, I'm winning the point, or leaving this court
he's
open.
Really going for it there.
Yeah.
He's taking a little bit of a risk.
Winning the point or the rally.
Or a gamble, should I say, Tyson?
You
here
can.
in Las Vegas.
I get it.
Because, you know, they gamble here a lot. Did you know that?
Yeah, I've heard that. I mean, I don't dabble. Ooh.
It's so casual. They make it look so seamless.
Ooh, incredible rally. Lots of fun. I wish I had a partner who would just let me stand off the court and pick up Ernie's all day long while covering the rest.
We could have done that yesterday.
We should have tried.
So again, the ladies just playing straight on dinks. Trying to outlast each other. Who's going to be the first one to pop that ball up? Or
which is straight on dink is
space?
Oh.
And there it is.
Lindsey doing it again.
So what's that count? I think that's number 3 on the day.
Yeah. Okay, and we are at a hydration.
Jigsaw Health hydration break. We'll be right back.
Each drink water over and over, but I still felt a little bit dizzy by the end of the day. But once I tried to incorporate more electrolytes in my daily life, it really helped me out. My favorite thing about the pickleball cocktail is the flavor. It tastes great. I drink the pickleball cocktail every morning to make sure that I stay hydrated throughout the whole day. It's important to drink first thing in the morning. If you wait until you play, you're usually too late. You start feeling dehydrated. When it comes to hydration, don't wait before it's too late.
Back, everybody, to Center Court in Las Vegas, Nevada, and we are watching the first game of the mixed doubles. It is game point for the Newmans here.
Devilliers chooses to speed it up right at the body of Newman, Riley Newman that is. And he gets away with one there.
Jay and Jessie not giving up. Win a side out there. And this is where they need to score. There they go. Within one now.
Devilliers sending another one into the body of Riley Newman. And it's tough to do on Newman because Newman's essentially ambidextrous. While a righty, he's able to hit shots from both sides of his body as if they're his dominant hand.
Every time Lindsey goes for that, I hold my breath.
Oh, there she goes
I did it again, and
Jay
I
lobs her.
Ooh, another great rally. Another great rally. And now it's tied at 10s. We have a game. Ooh.
And a timeout from the Newmans.
Brought to you by Jigsaw Health. Get that hydration in.
It's pickleball cocktail. It's pickleball cocktail. It's pickleball cocktail. I don't cream. When I step on the court, this is what I do. Everybody cramping, cause they ain't got that new. I got this cocktail in my glass, and I ain't afraid to drink it. Drink it, drink it, drink it. I pickle and I love it. It's pickleball cocktail. It's pickleball cocktail. It's pickleball cocktail. I don't cramp.
And we're back. For those of you just joining us, we are in the first match of the day, the mixed doubles gold. We're at the tail end of game one here, where Jay Devilliers and Jessie Irvine are looking to close it out against the Newman siblings. 11-10, game point of the best of 5. Oh, man. Riley Newman just takes over there. And when he does that, there's not a lot you can do.
Close your eyes and put your paddle out.
That's what Devilliers was doing. Second serve here, another game point.
Great pickup by Jay.
Oh, Devilliers keeps that point alive.
Oh, we've got a game. This is what we hoped for, right?
This is exactly what we hoped for. A nail biter.
Yes.
In game one.
First matchup of the day.
Looking for that Ernie. And every one of these dinks from Jessie is so smooth and consistent.
I still am holding my breath and puckering every time Lindsey jumps for that Ernie. I'm like, ooh. Another great rally. They are both fighting for this win, and every rally is crucial. Just like that, swings in the Newman's favor, and game point for them. Here we go.
Oh, and that time, that was the third time that's happened this match. O'Reilly comes over to poach to try and end the point. Jessie tries to redirect to the open court. This time, goes Riley's way. And that's game one.
I love this game. The friends I've met along the way, the places it's taken me. This game is all about community. Duper is partnering up to grow the community, to bring accuracy, transparency, and adaptability to the sport. Duper's rating system starts off with accuracy, setting up for success right from the beginning. That's how you make every match count.
Selkirk's mission has always been to fuel the pickleball obsession found inside every player.
There is a growing community of pickleball players who consume as much pickleball content as they possibly can.
And that's why we are launching Selkirk TV, which brings the best pickleball content to your smartphone, tablet, and big screen TV. It's pickleball's original and only free TV app. This is 24/7 pickleball, proudly brought to you by Selkirk.
Welcome back for Game 2 of the mixed doubles gold medal match. The Newman siblings take Game 1. And again, it's a best of 5 here. I'm alongside my co-host Tyson Apostle. My name's Thomas Shields from the Dink. And we're excited to be here for Game 2.
Super excited.
And so, what I would bet is that Jessie and Jay want to go straight up to Lindsey, but when Riley is coming way over, they don't like that dynamic. So now they're sending some of those dinks over to Riley to keep him honest, stretch him out wide. Oh man, that defense.
Great communication there, Riley Newman. Another great rally. They both want this, and you know, it's fun to stand on the top podium, right?
The Newmans are laughing about something. Lindsey looked like she was going to let her paddle fly. Personally, I would have liked to have seen it. Riley tries to jump the kitchen for a Burt there, which is essentially, Tyson, an Ernie on the opposite side.
Yeah.
So you're going across, jumping over your partner's side of the kitchen.
And Ernie is named after a man who popularized the move. Burt is named after Bert's relationship to Ernie on Sesame Street.
Correct. At least that's what we all assume.
Yeah. There's a lot of assumptions here, which is how I've always lived my life.
I mean, there's still a debate about where the name pickleball came from.
I heard it was a ploy by Big Pickle.
Dill, Vlasic, they all got together. You see Riley showing off that pancake forehand there. It's very unique to him, just like his two-handed forehand is. He has a very original-looking game, if you will, and he's able to pull off some shots that I think, frankly, are just confusing to his opponents sometimes. Now, Jessie and Jay have played against him enough to kind of understand his tendencies, his body language, and expect what's coming, but Riley really has a unique style, and if you haven't played against him before, it can really take you by surprise. A great lob there from Jay, and a drop shot to end the point. A little bit of puppeteering from Jay Devilliers there.
Nice little touch there at the end. Sometimes that's hard to do, to bring the ball to almost a complete stop. And again there, Jessie trying to defend Riley's shot and put it in the open court.
This is just all about patience here. Finding the right opportunity, not forcing it. Oh, man. This is one of those points where it kind of becomes about pride now, right? Who can outlast the other team?
Oh, they've put so much work into it, both teams. And, yeah, I don't know if it's so much about pride, but you hate to work that hard and lose the rally.
Devilliers ends that point with another lob.
Are those lob shots something we've seen more recently? Or
Yeah, you know, it is a little windy out there, so today in particular it might be risky, but it seems to be paying off for Devilliers.
celebration, get some momentum going on Jay and Jessie's side. Great defense there by Lindsey.
So Devilliers, over the last 3 points, has gone for 2 poaches. And on that one, was it was that an Ernie he went for? So he's playing his aggressive game. That's how he likes to play. They call him the Flying Frenchman because he goes flying around the court, as we've seen.
And also because he's from France.
Oh, that might make sense, too. Thanks for pointing that out.
Yeah.
Yep, Devilliers is from France, came over to the U.S. to play for Wichita State University.
Tennis.
Division I college tennis.
Yep.
Jessie Irvine from North Carolina, and the Newmans from Whidbey Island, Washington.
Do all these players have tennis backgrounds? Is that...
I know that Jessie Irvine does. Jessie Irvine was also a very successful pop tennis player.
I believe Riley definitely has some tennis background, and I would assume...
But more of a basketball player, played Division I college tennis, or I'm sorry, basketball. And Lindsey, I'm not sure. And a great hands battle there. And when you come out on top of something like that, it definitely gives you a little momentum.
Yep. Newman
fires you up.
there. Definitely. Fires us up.
I'm fired up.
Oh, little netter there. Riley giving the...
Riley apologizes, but is not at all sorry. And there's a timeout called by Jay and Jessie, and we'll go to a Jigsaw Health hydration break.
Did anyone see you? Nice. Want to go drive a forklift?
And we're back from a timeout. Devilliers and Irvine trying to ice the Newmans, who are on a little bit of a run here, starting to create some distance in game 2. It's 6-3. Newman showing off their defense. Oh.
Great communication also by Jay and Jessie.
A little smile over there from Devilliers.
Yeah, laughter on the court. It means everyone's having fun.
That lob from Devilliers again. It's been effective so far.
It really has.
He's definitely thinking about it. It's part of the strategy.
And he's been targeting Lindsey with it. So we'll have to see how the Newmans adjust.
I think it just creates a little bit of discomfort there for Lindsey.
So Newman's in the I formation here.
Yeah, they really are. Look at that. Man.
I've tried the I formation before. It didn't work for me. But when you're as quick as Riley and as talented as Lindsey.
But so back to those lobs, you know, Lindsey wants to get in a comfortable position there and get in a rhythm. And with Devilliers hitting those lobs, it's just another variable for Lindsey to think about.
Right.
Creates a little bit of discomfort. Might get her out of her rhythm. So far it has. Unforced error there and a side out. The Newmans will take over here at 6-3-1. So a good hold there by the Newmans. Another unforced error. It'll be 7-3. The Newmans lead. And every time I say the Newmans, I feel like I'm talking about a really corny sitcom or something.
Oh, why is that?
I don't know. Doesn't the Newmans sound like it should be some sort of like ABC TV show? And Riley comes streaking over with that aggressive poach. Ends the point.
Definitely on our run here.
Pounds his chest and gets vocal. Oh, and she missed that, but that would have been... That was a great thought that she had there to go up the line with a little bit of lob. Try and find that back corner. And, I mean, when Riley is playing that aggressive, that is some great defense from Devilliers and Irvine there.
Another spin serve by
Sometimes
Jay.
it's just about staying in the point. Ernie number 5 from Lindsey there. And that's 6.
Wow.
And
Kind of like a
earns
half
point.
Ernie straddle. I
Mhm.
think we'll give it to her.
And again, she'll do that. She'll have 1 foot or sometimes both feet off the court during a rally. So back to Riley's unorthodox style. Even on these dinks here, I mean, they just look a little bit different. He's putting something extra.
Yeah, you can see as the ball bounces after one of Riley's dinks, it doesn't take.
There's
a
that
straight
lob.
bounce.
And that one misses just wide. But you're right.
You can see him slicing the ball, getting under it.
Mhm.
The ball, as it hits the ground, reacts differently than you would think it's supposed to.
It almost looks like he's chopping at it. Oh man, that is pretty from Devilliers. Leaping over the kitchen for a beautiful Ernie. A backhand Ernie that he sends right up the middle. And Tyson, as you know, up the middle solves the riddle.
I've heard that before. Who came up with that?
I would only imagine the infamous Batman villain, the Riddler. Or is he a Superman villain?
No, he's Batman. You got it
Whatever,
right.
same universe.
Yeah. I don't know.
And an ATP, was it short? Was it good? I don't think Devilliers and Irvine were able to see it. So they give the Newmans the benefit of the doubt. To be honest, from here it looked like it might have been short, but
We didn't have the angle on it here on the screen.
and there's that lob again, just to keep him honest.
Leaving the whole court open, and Jessie a little frustrated with herself there as she saw the open court, named for it.
But you saw Riley is starting to catch on to these lobs, so he was there
Yeah.
to go after that one. He was expecting it. So you can see there's kind of this cat and mouse back and forth, but the Newmans take game 2.
We are on to game 3, a word from our sponsors, and then we will be back with game 3 of the mixed doubles gold medal match.
Go again, until you strike just right, until the ball sings, until the other guy blinks, until the court's clear, and the sun sets, until you see it in your sleep, and wake up swinging. Go again, till you can't miss, until you can't lose. Go again, and again.
I know how good I am and how hard I've been working to get better. I've got the medals to prove it.
But my rating doesn't show how good I am. I'm so frustrated I can't find someone who will play with me when I play out of state.
I just won a gold medal at 4-5, but my rating still says I can play 3-5. The Duper rating system uses how close a match was
And how many points are scored, and they're open to adapting to how the game is changing.
Playing at the right competitive level keeps matches fair and fun for me and for pickleball. It's time to make every match count.
And we're back for game 3 of the mixed doubles gold medal match here on Championship Sunday of the PPA Championships in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're at the Darling Tennis Center. Riley and Lindsey Newman are up 2-0 in a best of 5, and traditionally we've seen that it's pretty difficult to come back from a 2-game deficit.
Well, that's also mathematics, Thomas.
I was never good at math, Tyson,
Okay.
and that's why I am a pickleball commentator for
Okay.
a living.
Cool. I respect. Newman's starting it off with some aggression. And
well, I think Irvin's upset with herself popping that one up there. Made it too easy for Riley. Devilliers coming over. That's a great drop.
It really is.
Devilliers has that soft touch.
In pickleball and life. Want to give a quick shout out to all the volunteers that came out. Without them, these events would not be possible. So thank you to all of them. And if you see them around, if you're at the event here live, give them a thanks as well. Because a little thank you goes a long way.
Devilliers dodges that ball with a little matrix action. So in addition to the Ernies, the poaches, the lobs, and everything else we've seen from him, he's also good at matrixing, which is a verb I just made up.
You can turn any word into a verb. Because you're a wordsmith.
Devilliers trying to pump up Irvine here, as they're off to an early small lead here in game 3. Ooh. And the Frenchman just takes over on that point.
Again, he's from France, not just a clever nickname. I'm enjoying seeing this straight across dink battle between Lindsey and Jessie, and then at some point you see Riley and Jay both trying to insert themselves.
Yeah, I mean, you can just tell in this match there is a ton of strategy going on. A lot of thought given to who the ball is placed to and when. And I think that's what makes these two teams some of the top pros. They aren't just hitting shots. Truly, they're playing somewhat of a chess match here. Devilliers taking over the point again. But the Newmans are able to recover. Oh, man.
What a rally. Makes our job easy, watching the action speak for itself.
1-2-1.
Oh, man. And Riley gives one away there.
Those are tough.
He saw his opportunity.
Yeah. Opportunity also send a message by putting a lot of heat on the ball.
And the Newmans tie it up here in game 3. And you can tell they're hoping to close out the match here in this game. No need to drag it out. Lindsey wants her celebratory Dairy Queen.
What's she get there?
I don't know what she gets, but she says that when she wins, she likes to go to Dairy Queen.
Not the first top-level athlete to celebrate at Dairy Queen. Greg LeMond, winner of the Tour de France in the 80s and early 90s.
Of course.
Infamous
Of course.
for his love.
Everybody knows that. that Lindsey Newman who called out there? Was that her who just yelled? I think she wanted Riley to leave that ball, but he kicked it in. And you can tell Devilliers and Irvine right now are saying, we're going to change the strategy, and we're going to start to get aggressive. They're speeding up the ball more. They're hitting more drives at Lindsey.
Doing everything they can.
What they really want to do is just change the dynamic of the game, of the match. So far, it hasn't gone their way. Devilliers there with a very smooth Ernie, again, up the middle, just out of the reach of Lindsey Newman. Oh.
Great defense by Jessie there on the Ernie, and that is almost too many Ernies to count from Lindsey.
No, I have actually lost count. Oh, that's a great dig. Oh, but it's just wide.
Here. 2-5-2.
Devilliers and Irvine will look to pull off the hold here and hopefully extend their lead. But instead, the Newmans close the gap, and it's 3-5.
If you're the Newmans, you just want to get it done. Obviously, Jessie and Jay want to keep it going, and as fans of pickleball, regardless who your favorite team is here, the more pickleball, the better.
Plus, you get more of Tyson and I.
That's true. Yeah, that's a benefit I wasn't going to talk about, but...
But then, of course, you could just listen to our podcast. A great lob. Phenomenal recovery from Riley. And the Newmans come out on top of that point.
Neither team giving up. You see them back and forth on the court, up and down. And at this level, you cannot afford to let up anywhere at any time.
Go!
Jay tells the ball to go out on that one, and the ball listens. Have you ever tried that strategy?
I've tried it. It doesn't work as well for me.
Yeah.
But that's the difference between pros and mere mortals.
Well, Devilliers just has such a smooth voice. So this aggressive style seems to be paying off for the team in blue here. ATP and ATP defense. This is an insane point.
Go!
Wow.
That is the point of the day.
The rally of the day right there. Wow, so much happened. And now we go to a jigsaw hydration break.
As the Newmans will look to slow the momentum.
Howdy. Just got to use a little finesse, man.
Finesse?
Finesse.
Welcome back to Championship Court in Las Vegas, Nevada, where we are on Game 3, best of 5. Newman's lead 2-0, and Jessie, Irvine, and Jay Devilliers are trying to catch up and are currently leading the third game 7-4. And right before the break, we had just seen the rally of the day so far.
But here's, oh man, that was almost another contender for rally of the day. But Devilliers and Irvine have some momentum here, which is why the Newmans called that timeout. And they weren't able to slow him down. As the team in blue get another point. Riley Newman gets aggressive, takes over, sends that ball into the open court, and it's a side out. A much needed side out.
Jay getting amped, sending the ball down the middle there. And Newman, Riley Newman, coming right back at him with the same exact shot.
I go here. 5-8-2.
Jay signaling to Jessie to stay on her side of the court this time rather than switch.
Yeah.
Great shot by Jessie there. A lot of angle on it, made it hard for Riley to bring it back into the court.
8-5-1.
And a side out.
So this is interesting. It seems like Devilliers and Irvine have completely departed from dinking to Lindsey and have decided, let's go right at Riley. We're going to mix it up. We're not going to let the Newmans play their game.
Lindsey saw the lob coming a little early, was able to get back and smash the ball.
Newmans really want to get this side out here. Can't see is the pace that Riley Newman is putting on those dinks there. They're coming low, hard, and they have backspin on them. So Jessie doesn't really have the option to send it back across back at Riley. Little 5-hole action.
The Newman's still trying to figure out how to react to Jay's lobs over Lindsey.
9-5-1.
There it is again, that lob. But on that one, it comes down to A little miscommunication there between Devilliers and Irvine. Who was going to take that ball? Could have been either of them. And they decide to talk it over with a timeout. And we'll go to a Jigsaw Health hydration break.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Dorothy, I really think you'd like the magnesium. Perfect. I'd be happy to get that shipped out to you today. Thanks, Dorothy. You too. Come on!
Does he do that every time?
Every time.
And welcome back. We're still here in Game 3 of the mixed doubles gold medal match.
Reporting on all the action, and there has been a lot of action.
Devilliers and Irvine are looking to close out Game 3 here. As they're down right now, 2-0. Ooh. And that is, maybe the third or fourth of those backhand earnings we've seen from Devilliers. Because he's jumping one way and sends the ball the opposite. It's tough to defend. But it doesn't matter. And Jay Devilliers and Jessie Irvine close out Game 3.
To stay in it. And with that, we will take a break and a message from all of our sponsors.
On your six, ladies.
The world will get back on its feet. We'll help you stay on yours.
What's your secret? Oh, it's no secret. It's the expert help I got at Foot Solutions.
Make an appointment at footsolutions.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to center stage at the PPA Championships in Las Vegas, Nevada, and we are back to the action. Riley and Lindsey Newman versus Jay Devilliers and Jessie Irvine in Game 4. Currently, the Newmans have 2 games, and Jay and Jessie have just won the 3rd game to stay in it. Newmans will be looking to close it out here, and Jay and Jessie will be interested in staying alive.
And a great shot from Jessie Irvine, who looks very focused right now. You can see that intensity from her. As they're looking to pull off what would be pretty incredible feat with just coming back from a 2-game deficit. They've closed the gap. It's 2 games to 1.
We've seen teams do it before. I mean, obviously it's difficult.
But I believe we've only seen it happen once before.
Yeah.
The Newmans have been in this position before, a grind in a championship match and come out on top. They have debatably more chemistry than any other team on the tour. So Devilliers and Irvine will look to overcome that. So you think about what we were seeing in the first game versus now, where it was pretty much just Jessie and Lindsey. Oh man, Jay with a really strong athletic play to close out the point with an Ernie. But going back to what I was saying, it was mostly in game 1, Jessie and Lindsey dinking back and forth with each other, but now we're seeing Riley Newman and Jessie Irvine dinking cross court to one another.
Testament to how bad both of these teams want it is we have seen a handful of rallies already and the score is still 0-0.
And that might be the first ATP we've seen from Irvine today, maybe the second. She typically has a few of those a game. She is a knack for being able to wait on the ball and hit those ATPs very effectively.
I do the opposite. I don't wait at all and then hit it into the post.
Yeah, me too. As you saw yesterday in our match. Tyson and I competed yesterday, and
would you call it compete though?
We mostly just stood on the court. We showed up for our match. That's about all we did. And Lindsey likes that one because what she did there was she said, I'm not afraid to go right at Devilliers, send it right at his body. She picked a great spot. Devilliers couldn't get it back. We hadn't seen much of that yet, which is Jessie Irvine and Lindsey Newman taking cross court. And that was just a product of Devilliers comes over again to get aggressive and close out that point.
Wind's picking up again a little bit, and
Yeah.
that will cause some adjustment, force some adjustment by these players on the court. You can use the wind to your advantage, or it can work against you, depending on how you react and adjust your gameplay accordingly. And it makes a difference if you have a headwind or a tailwind, obviously.
Ooh. Oh. And Jessie is going to apologize because that's what she's supposed to do. But she's not sorry. She likes that shot.
Well, I don't know. Anytime you hit somebody in the face with the ball.
That wasn't in the face. Another great point there. Look at the way that Devilliers is able to stretch. So impressive.
You think he does yoga?
Oh, man. Now that is up there for rally of the day. I do think that other one that we called out was a little bit better, but that's right up there. These teams are really battling now.
Riley drives it at Jay. Nothing he can do but put his paddle in front of him.
3-2-2.
And Devilliers loves that out of Irvine there.
She's getting in on the lob game too, huh?
She is. She's taken after her partner there. And the lob has proven really effective for the team in blue today. And Riley just barely stays out of the kitchen, but he's still off balance. And because of that, was not able to recover there with that dink. Send it into the net. Devilliers getting fired up here. Coming out on top of the last few points, and it's 4-3 here in Game 4. Devilliers and Irvine need this one to tie it up at 2-2 and go to a fifth game to decide it all. And an unforced error there is going to extend the lead of Devilliers and Irvine. 5-3 on the first serve.
Now Jay missing the shot there over the net. Straight into it.
Oh, man.
Wow.
And adjustments from Lindsey there. Irvine gets a little help from the net.
Watching these athletes, I didn't even know bodies could bend some of the ways they are.
6-3-2.
Jessie just tees off there.
And a timeout as we take a Jigsaw hydration break. We'll be right back.
Thank you for calling Jigsaw Health. How can I help you?
Yeah, you'd like to speak with Ben Johns? Let me get his extension for you.
002?
Yeah, his extension is 002.
Is it lunchtime yet?
15 seconds.
That was delicious. I'm getting more.
Second serving.
Hey, Ron, package for you.
Hey, Patrick, thanks. Appreciate that. Fault. Incorrect receiver. Foot fault. Right foot.
He's going to be a blast at the Christmas party.
In game 4, Newman's decided they were going to have a conversation as Devilliers and Irvine are off to a little bit of a run here. And the timeout pays off as the Newmans earn a side out and will look to close the gap as they're down by 4 here in game 4. Devilliers is really looking to impose his will, and so far this game he's been able to do just that. You can tell he is confident right now. He's feeling himself, and I think it works to his detriment a little bit there as Riley recognizes that Devilliers was looking to get aggressive and sends him onto the open court as he notices Jay cheating over to the middle a little bit too early there. Keep him honest.
Go.
Another one of those lobs. Man, look at this defense. It's going to be all Riley for the rest of this point. Oh, and Lindsey just misses that Ernie there.
Another fantastic rally. We keep seeing him again and again. One thing to note here is pickleball is quite unique in the fact that the players are actually making most of the calls on the in and out balls. And so there is a level of sportsmanship there. And almost everybody on the circuit is quite generous if they're not seeing something. And it adds a fun and very sportsman-like atmosphere to the game.
You know what, Tyson? It really bothers me. I need some more animosity out here. I want players fighting. I want them going for blood.
Okay. Well, I think I think it's the proper mixture of both right now. Sportsmanship and blood.
Go.
Lindsey reacting well to the last few lob attempts. And that one was not quite lifted high enough by Jay.
8-4-2.
Oh, man.
Come on!
Oh, man. What a rally.
More
What a
animation
point.
on the Jay and Jessie side. Love to see it. And this is the world's highest level of pickleball.
They're feeling themselves if they're able to close out this game here. They are on the second serve. They will have a ton of momentum going into game 5. They had insult to injury. Devilliers pegs Riley in the leg, and they will go to call a timeout for a Jigsaw Health hydration break.
Shoot, I can't remember my password.
We don't say can't. We conquer.
I got it.
I wish I could do a backflip.
We don't say I wish. We accomplish.
I finally did it.
I'm gonna try this one more time.
We don't say try. We aim for the sky.
Yeah, the sky.
And we're back here from a Jigsaw Health hydration break. Jessie, Irvine, and Jay Devilliers looking to close out Game 4 here and tie the match at 2-2. An important side out there. The Newmans will have the serve, and they've got an uphill battle here in Game 4. Oh, wow. Jessie, Irvine with an athletic play, and one that I think surprised every player on the court there.
Well, and off the court. I was shocked.
And a good leave by the Newmans there. Good poach there from Devilliers. You see his ability to stretch.
You see him celebrate as he knows they are getting this side out and a chance to put Game 4 away. Newman's not giving up.
Well, it's not going to be easy.
And I have to say that your prediction of the Newmans being the 51% favorite is almost playing out exactly.
And that'll do it. So they'll close out Game 4. Jay Devilliers and Jessie Irvine are tied here at 2-2.
Brings us to Game 5, and with that, a message from our sponsors.
Electric feel is in my bones, in my bones, in my bones. Make me color, make me glow, make me glow, make me glow. Shine like diamonds, bright as gold, bright as gold, bright as gold. Let those good vibes.
That's a great point by Tyson Duncan.
I got that glow.
I host the show in the kitchen.
I share my workouts in the kitchen.
I roll one sleeve up in the kitchen.
I stream in the kitchen.
I can't cook, but I'm in this kitchen.
I gave my paddle away in the kitchen.
I help keep you fit in the kitchen.
We're all family in the kitchen.
Let's go!
Welcome back, everybody, to center stage at the PPA Championships in Las Vegas, and we are on Game 5 in the mixed doubles gold medal match. Newman's led early 2-0. Jessie Irvine and Jay Devilliers have come back to win the last 2 games, and now we are on to Game 5. Newman start with the aggression early to win side out there. And hopefully this game is one for the ages. Riley holding his face. I wasn't sure if what had happened there. Another side out, neither team willing to let the other team gain any ground. Had a few side outs, no points yet. And there we go with our first point. Thomas, hypothetically, if teams keep winning side outs with no points scored, could a match last forever and ever?
It's like Quidditch if they don't catch the snitch.
You're not supposed to be the one making jokes here, Thomas.
That's your job.
That's my job.
Apologies. I'll stick to the.
But I love
fun
the Harry.
facts.
I love the Harry Potter reference. All the millennials tuning in will really enjoy that.
Irvine going right at Lindsey there, coming out on top.
The momentum's been in Jay and Jessie's favor the last 2 games and early into the 5th.
And
game.
momentum's going to be a big factor here. The Newmans are going to have to find a way to stop them. But you know, Devilliers and Irvine haven't allowed the Newmans to get into their game and refine that rhythm after the first 2 games. So with the lobs, the aggressive play, they've changed the dynamic here, and it's worked in their favor so far. Now they look to close out a 3rd game for a gold medal. And when Devilliers is doing stuff like that, it's looking increasingly likely.
All tied up at 2s, and no one willing to let anybody gain any ground. So I guess on the other spectrum, if nobody ever won by 2, the game could also theoretically last forever.
Yeah, correct.
Man, we got to get a ref up here to know what would happen if the game went to 100. It would just continue and continue.
We do have a rules official in the booth with us, and she just gave us the hand signal for that it'll never end.
Would they allow for more timeouts? Just take more hydration breaks? I don't know what would happen. No more timeouts is the call. So even if the game went to 500 points, they would have probably already both used their timeouts quite early in the game, only to find that it is now a war of attrition.
And a real battle of a rally there. And the Newmans come out on top, and hopefully that'll light a fire for them, create a little bit of a spark. And that rally there as well is going to give them a little bit of a momentum as they earn a side out. Devilliers is saying fight, fight, fight. It is 2-2-2. And Irvine gets some more help from the net there. And the team in blue earns a side out. And will look to create some distance here.
But our hope, obviously, after having talked to the ref up here, is that this game goes to multiple hundreds of points.
Go!
And Devilliers almost gets away with that behind-the-back defense there, but when Newman goes leaping into the air like that, not a lot you can do.
Just stick your paddle out. Still tied at 2s. Jay lifting it a little bit there, giving Lindsey the opportunity to bring it down hard and fast. Newman's had a pretty good side out there, scoring a couple points, putting a little distance and a little pressure on Jay and Jessie. Just barely out. Brings it to second serve. Ooh. Jay saw a small opening there down the baseline. Took a shot and hit it perfectly. Jay with the signature Karate Kid look. Ooh, and Jay again. Tying it up at 4-4. Keeping the pressure on the Newmans. And keeping themselves in the game. Everyone wants the prize. No one letting up. Everyone getting fired up. And with that, we go to a hydration break brought to you by Jigsaw Health.
Thanks for calling Jigsaw Health. This is Simone Jardim. How can I help you? No, she's not here today. Oh yeah, she does have a wicked backhand. I think she's from Slovakia. No, she's certainly not in the KGB. I think you're thinking of Irina. Sure. I can get you some pickleball cocktail. Are you sure you want the box? You know, I strongly prefer the bag myself. Bag it is. Perfect.
Welcome back to center stage here, and Jay Devilliers and Jessie Irvine lead now 5-4 in the final game. Game 5. Winner of this gets the gold medal. We've got the Gamma Pickleball duo of Riley and Lindsey Newman. And Jay Devilliers with Vulcan and Jessie Irvine with Engage. Great pickup there by Jessie.
Look at the way.
Ooh, another fantastic rally. And now, because it is the last game, they switch as the first team to 6 points gets there. And here we go.
It's pickleballparrot.com.
Bruh? Don't you want to watch pro pickleball?
Please, Patrick, you don't have to make that sound anymore. I mean, I get the point. People need a simple way to find the details for live pro pickleball events.
Exactly. And that's why we need to figure out how to spell Brock.
Does it start with a B or a W?
I don't know. It might be both. Check.
I hear at least 3, maybe 4 A's.
Guys, it's not a real word.
But we still have to figure out how to spell it.
Brock?
Look, just wait until you see the video we're going to make.
All right, you guys, let's do this. Gotta return the suit by 5.
Brock?
And we're back at Championship Court, and we have Jay Devilliers and Jessie Irvine serving it up to the Newmans, leading 6-4 in the final game. Game 5, the gold medal match in the mixed doubles.
So 2 of these players will actually play in other matches later today. So Riley Newman will be in the men's doubles final alongside Tyson McGuffin. And Jessie Irvine will be in the women's doubles final alongside Catherine Parento.
And that's a lot of pickleball. That's why it's crucial sometimes for these players who are playing multiple matches to finish the games as quickly as they can to give themselves a break and to keep themselves fresh. Going to Game 5 isn't ideal for anybody who has more games later in the day. But it is ideal for us, the viewers. Another fantastic rally. And a point to the Newmans, bringing it within one.
Another great Ernie from Jay Devilliers.
Had so many Ernies from both teams throughout this entire day. It's fun to watch.
I would say, whereas in the beginning of the match there was a lot of strategy, there was almost like a lot of apprehension and caution, whereas now it's more of a slugfest. These points are more exciting. The players are getting aggressive. They figured each other out, they've settled in, and now it's more of a battle of who's better. And we're going to find that out here shortly. And Irvine challenging Lindsey there, coming out on top. Not the first time we've seen her do that this match. ATP, well defended by Devilliers. Irvine goes for the Ernie, but ultimately it's an unforced error. But I think maybe a little bit forced because of all the motion that Devilliers saw on the opposite side of the court. He had to adjust. And it's the Devilliers show. Speaking of sitcoms.
Bringing it full circle. Another Ernie contest going on. A game within a game. And like that, Newman's wins side out. A much needed side out. The team of J&J scored a few points on that last possession.
Ooh. That's that inside out that Irvine really loves. It's one of her go-tos. We haven't seen it a ton this match. Maybe she just hasn't gotten the opportunity. Taking over this one.
Yes, Jessie!
Watch how all the players converge to that one side of the court.
A little bit like youth soccer, where all the kids run straight at the ball. They swarm the ball, circling it as you try your hardest to get them to spread out and go to a passing game. Ball swarm happening again.
There's that inside out there up the line.
Wow.
now Devilliers and Irvine only need 2 more points to earn a gold medal.
We're going to a Jigsaw Health hydration break. We'll be back in a second.
Hey, Simone. I got your new paddle.
Ele comprou tua raquete nova.
Diz pra ele que é legal, né?
It's cool. Could she sign it?
Ele quer que tu assine.
Mas já tá assinada.
She says she already signed it.
But I did not see her sign it myself personally.
Esse gringo quer que eu assine a raquete nem sabe falar meu nome direito.
She says she'll sign it if you can say her last name correctly.
Jardum. Jardum? Jardine? Chardon? Garden? Jedi?
Welcome back, everybody, to center court, and Jessie and Jay can taste victory as it is at 9-6-1 in their favor. Coming back from 2 games to nothing, and now they are on game point.
And match point.
Match point and game point. 2 points in 1.
And a pretty important hold there by the Newmans. They'll need to earn some points here to stay in this match. And Lindsey choosing to speed it up there early at Jessie. Trying to make something happen. Jessie vying for her 3rd PPA title. There's that inside out there. And they earn the side out that they need. They will serve here for match point. Again, Irvine vying for her 3rd PPA title. And I believe Devilliers is vying for his 1st.
Yes, let's go.
Second serve.
Lindsey knowing they're staying alive there by winning that rally.
And another match point here. Lindsey and Riley looking to just stay alive. Here it is. Can he finish it here? Great defense by Riley Newman.
Oh,
that'll do it.
Wow. And if the game is going to end and the match is going to end, what a rally to end on. That was incredible. I feel blessed and honored to have witnessed that game. Congratulations to Jay Devilliers and Jessie Irvine winning the gold medal in mixed doubles. We are now going to shut off the stream for half an hour. After commercials, we will go courtside for an interview with Hannah Johns as we talk to the players.
You get what you want. Eric Weimer, blind man, wanted to climb Mount Everest. My man crazy, but he believed it was possible.
We're gonna do it.
And because he believed, he became the first blind person ever to stand on top of the world. Guaranteed Rate believes in your dreams. That's why we treat everyone like we treat our own family and work extra hard to get you the lowest low rate possible. Because if you believe, you will.
The pickleball community is growing rapidly and evolving. Duper brings accuracy, transparency, and adaptability to the sport. Fair and competitive play is a better experience for everyone. This is our pickleball community. And now Duper will make every match count.
One thing I really noticed before I came on to Gearbox, other paddles change over time. They start to slowly deteriorate, and at about that 3 or 4 month mark, just kind of felt dead. And then I would switch to a new paddle, and it was kind of too fast, because then it had to degrade to get into that sweet spot again. I've been using the GX5 for just about a year now. Same paddle that I picked up the first time I hit it. Haven't switched paddles, and it feels exactly the same a year later, and that's huge.
Welcome back, everyone, to the PPA Championships. Jay saying he's so tired right as we start this interview. Jay Devilliers, Jessie, Irvine, congratulations on taking the title, your first mixed title ever. Guys, you were down 2-0 in that first part, in the start of the match. How do you mentally prepare to take down that mountain, knowing you have to take the next 3 games to win it?
Well, you know, if you enjoy playing, 3 more games isn't so hard to look at. So, I mean, I love playing pickleball. I love being out here. So the more hours, the better for me. So I wasn't, too concerned. I just kind of had to switch into that mode of not missing a ball and just being hyper-focused. And usually I get a little bit more calm, and I'm not as vocal, but I'm extremely focused. And at that point, I'm trying to make every ball, and I believe I'm the best player out there. So it's a good level for me.
I like the confidence. This is a new partnership for you guys. I know you just started out playing together. You're set to play 2022 together as well. How much of a confidence boost is it that you guys were able to come out here and take this title even though you've just started playing together?
Yeah, a lot of confidence. I mean, we have been playing well together. We were not able to take the win in the finals last few, so but it's okay. That's right. We're still positive, and we started 2-0, and I was just like, well, we'll have to fight, and they played so well, they were defending so well, so again, just very happy that we handled it and closed it out this time.
All right, guys, and where do you see pickleball headed in the future, both on a personal level and also globally?
Well, my goal is always just to be the best I can be. I'm just trying to be there's so many great players out here. I'm just trying to be one of them. Work hard every day towards that, and then hopefully Olympics in the future. Start seeing them in colleges. High school tennis, like just how there's high school tennis, having high school pickleball, things like that. So hopefully that's for the future of pickleball.
Jay, anything to add to that?
Internationally, I hope my country, France, and Europe is starting to take over as well, and that we can compete all over the world.
Well, congratulations to you both again. Mark, back over to you.
Thank you, Hannah. And this has been Tyson Apostle and Thomas Shields commentating on the gold medal match mixed doubles. We are cutting the stream right now. Tune in, everybody, at 11:15 for the rest of the gold medal matches throughout the day. And thank you again for tuning in.
Tyson, your voice is like a combination between Fergie and Jesus.
I agree.